Hello students. Today's topic is hardware component part 4. So let us start with the video now. The first topic we are going to cover is modem. Modulator demodulator is the full form of modem. Now what is it? A modem is a computer peripheral that allows you to connect and communicate with other computer via telephone lines. It helps to exchange the information between computer and the internet using telephone lines. It converts digital signals to analog signal and vice versa. Now here you just follow the picture given here. You can see that in between the computer and the telephone lines there is a device connected which is named as modem, and whatever data is coming through the telephone lines are in wave form, or in some other word it is in analog form, and then by the modem it will be converted into digits, that is 0 and 1. Normally we call it binary numbers. So this will be converted into digital signals, and then only it can be given in for computer to work on. All right. So because of the modem, the signals are converted from analog to digital, and the reverse also, from digital to analog. Now there are two types of modems. First one is internal modem. In the internal modem, these are actually fixed inside the computer. You can see the picture here. So it is shown just like a card circuit board which is actually used inside the computer for working as a modem. Now another one is the external modem. This modem we can keep outside of our computer, and then it, as it is shown in the first picture, it behaves like that. So these are connected externally to a computer as other peripherals we connect. All right. Now let us start with the next topic, that is peripheral devices. Now what is a peripheral device? A computer peripheral is a device that is connected to a computer but is not part of the core computer architecture. The core elements of a computer are the CPU, power supply, and the CPU cabinet. That means the main components of a computer are central processing unit, the power supply which we have studied in the previous class, that is SMPS, and the cabinet in which all the parts are kept or fixed. Other than that, the other devices which are externally connected to the computer are called as peripheral devices. Now what are the different types of peripheral devices? There are many different peripheral devices, but they fall into three general categories. These are very well known to you. Number one is input device like mouse and keyboard. Second, output devices such as monitor and printer. Storage device like hard drive or flash drive, known as pen drive also. Now you remember these are few examples only. There are many input devices or output devices or storage devices available in the market. Now what is input device? The device by which the user gives the input to the computer. What is output device? Output device means the device by which we or the user receives the output from the computer after the processing. And storage devices? Storage devices means when you want to save your work for your future use, then the storage devices are used. Let's jump to the next one. Now the most commonly used peripheral devices are keyboard, mouse, pen drive, printers, etc. Now we will be looking at all these, or we will be dealing with these things. Now first is the keyboard. So what is keyboard? The most commonly used input device used to enter data into the computer is keyboard. Very well known to you. Okay. Now data entry keyboard is similar to the typewriter. That is called QWERTY keyboard, QWERTY keyboard. You always see all these settings of the keys in your mobile phones when you type something, or in your typewriter or keyboard, you will see that first 5 or 6 letters are QWERTY. So these are the standard systems of the keyboard. And what are the keys available here? I'll be covering just very few categories for you which are very important. Now first group is alphabet keys, that from A to Z. Second, number keys from 0 to 9. You can find the numbers just above the alphabet keys also. There are many keys which are having two options. If one key is not working, you can work with another key. Now function keys are there, which are basically from F1 to F12, which are used for different functions depending on the program you are using. And then after the cursor keys, normally these are called cursor keys or arrow keys, okay, like up, down, left, right, etc. We have some more cursor keys like page up, page down, home, end, etc. Those are there. Now some special purpose keys are there also, like enter key, space bar, control or CTRL, alter or alt, ALT, shift key, del, caps lock, num lock, etc., etc. Because there are many other special purpose keys available over there. Okay. Now the next thing what we are going to do is mouse. Now see, what is a mouse? The basic definition is mouse is very popular input pointing device. It is a device to control the cursor movement on the screen in any direction. It is a small unit with a round ball at the bottom with 2 or 3 depression switches at the top. It enables the user to move the pointer on the screen by rolling it on a flat surface. Remember, it's just a basic definition. Nowadays this rolling ball system is gone. Now I have given you 2 pictures here. First one is having the normal orthodox system of mouse, which is having a rolling ball at the bottom. Another one is known as optical mouse, where you can see the LED lights are there. So the technology of optical mouse is little different from the round ball system and more accurate than round ball system. Alright, so you all very well known to this mouse system or mouse pointing device, which is normally used to move the cursor to any area of the screen, any possible area of the screen. Alright. The next one is scanner. Now what is a scanner? Now a scanner is an input device and used to input data into the computer system in the form of pictures. It optically scans images, printed text, handwriting or an object and converts it to a digital image. Example of scanners are desktop or flatbed scanners, etc. Also there are some more. Now what is a scanner basically? The scanner is used to take the digital form of any picture what you want to take into your computer basically. Now what is it? There is a glass panel. If you can check the picture here, in the glass panel you will keep your picture, and by that you can scan your picture and that will be converted into a digital image and will be kept into the computer for your use. Alright. Now what homework I am giving you? I am giving you few questions and you have to write the answers in any available old copy at your home. Now what is the first one? Differentiate between internal and external modems. Define scanner. What is a keyboard? Explain its different type of keys. What is mouse? Explain its structure. And what are peripheral devices? Alright. So you complete all these things and keep it when school opens, you show all the work to your teacher. Alright. So thank you very much and it's over for now. Let's see you in the next video. Thank you so much.